Hey yo, what is up guys, it is DPX here. Welcome back to another movie review. Today we are reviewing Ghostbusters Afterlife. Let's get started, but before we do that, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to hit the bell, leave a comment, or I'll bust you. So Ghostbusters Afterlife, point of reference, because I feel like that is crucial for this movie. This feels like more of a movie for Ghostbusters fans, and while I'm not against Ghostbusters, hence why I saw this movie, I wouldn't call myself a Ghostbusters fan necessarily, because Ghostbusters is like 40 years old. I'm like, never really revealed my age on here before, but I'm going to say possibly early 20s. Possibly. I did actually see the other Ghostbusters movies, including the 2016 one with the women, and we don't talk about that movie, not because there's women in it. I don't want angry comments telling me that I'm being sexist here, alright? That movie sucks, okay? That being said, I really like the first one. The second one is a bit How is this one? This one is, it's sort of a reboot, but also not really. It's more of a direct sequel to the second movie. It's kind of like Ghostbusters 3 in a way, but like, you know, you focus on like new characters, specifically the daughter and therefore her kids, the grandson and granddaughter of Egon, you know, Harold Ramis's character, may he rest in peace. And you know, we got like the granddaughter, Phoebe. She is basically this kid who's like, what, 13, and is like unrealistically smart, like when it comes to science and stuff. And her brother, played by Finn Wolfhard, who I don't remember the name of. I don't remember the name of his character. One weird thing was that it seemed like it was gonna be about like Finn Wolfhard's character, but then it was sort of told in the perspective of Phoebe, which I thought was weird. I got used to it though, and it was pretty good. It was good. We also get Paul Rudd in the movie, who plays Gary, sort of a love interest for Egon's daughter, and yeah, I'd say they have some good chemistry on screen. And he's a lot of. I honestly say he might be the standout of the movie. Paul Rudd was very entertaining in this movie, and one issue I had with the movie was that there's this section of the movie where he's just not there. Like, after introducing him, of course. Like, if this was before he was introduced, that's one thing, but like, he's just not there in a certain section of the movie, and you kind of want to see him, but it's like a whole sequence is going on that involves like the family, and then it cuts to Paul Rudd in what seems to be like the middle of like a sequence with him and another ghost that they seem to like cut out of the movie by accident. So that was very weird. I don't know if anyone caught that, but like, it was very weird to me. Other than that though, what else, you know, this movie was a lot of fun. It's like, you know, the first Ghostbuster, but I have a lisp now. The first Ghostbusters movie is a hell of a lot of fun to watch. Just the premise of it, just a giant like apocalypse of just ghosts all over the world, and this group of people just gotta take them out. You know, that's a fun enough concept. You know, and they managed to bring it back. This movie doesn't feel like it's, you know, trying to, what's the word? This movie ran the risk of feeling just feeling like a modern version of Ghostbusters, which in a way it is, because like everything's more like technologically advanced, you know. But I mean, like, you know, I had a suspicion that this movie was gonna have kids with cell phones, emojis, you know, using words like lit. Maybe not that much, you know. Maybe, I wasn't really expecting to see someone like hit the whip and then nay and then dab, but I was expecting like, I was worried that we were gonna get some like, you know, stuff where it's like, guys, look, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. We got none of that. Again, more modernized because, you know, tech has evolved, and like the vacuums they use to bust the ghosts are more technologically advanced, and they're pretty cool. And I feel like I can't really review this movie without talking about the fan service, as that's basically included in every single review, and I want to touch on that because a lot of people like to say, I'm not saying this in the case of this movie specifically, but a lot of people like to say that fan service is a bad thing. But again, those same people like to say that fan service in the case of a movie like Endgame, Avengers Endgame, is a really good thing, and they can't really make up their minds. Here's the thing: fan service isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing on its surface. The reason why Avengers Endgame had fan service that worked so well was because it earned the fan service, you know, and it was building up with 20 movies over 10 years, and yeah, an example of a movie that didn't really earn its fan service was The Rise of Skywalker, because it was around for 40 years at that point, you know, but it wasn't the journey to get to that final movie. The fan service didn't feel earned. Now this movie is different because you have 4 movies, including this one. In fact, the reboot with the 2016 movie, I don't think was that movie's completely ignored in this one, right? So you really just have 3 movies to go off of, and there's a 20-30 year gap in between 2 of them. But here's the thing about the fan service in this movie: it works. You know, you have a good movie, a good, enjoyable, fun, at times heartfelt movie, and then you put in, a bunch of fan service. I don't mean to spoil things, but it's been confirmed in the trailers and then on tours and stuff that the older characters are in the movie. You know, Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and the black guy, I forgot his name, but they've all come back to play their roles. I'm not telling you what they do in the movie. It was not a spoiler, okay? This was confirmed. But yeah, and I just want to say, without giving spoilers, it was nice to see them because it felt earned when they showed up, if you know what I mean. In the end, what else is there to say about Ghostbusters Afterlife? I felt thoroughly enjoyed by this movie, and would have enjoyed it more if there weren't a group of 6-year-olds behind me that had way too much energy to be in a movie theater. But that's, maybe I'll rant about that type of stuff sometime soon. I've been wanting to rant about that for a while. But let's keep it on track. Ghostbusters Afterlife, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This was a fairly enjoyable movie. If you're a fan of Ghostbusters, I think you will love this movie. If you like the Ghostbusters like me, I think you'll enjoy it. I don't think you'll love it. I have nothing against this movie. I'm not saying it's bad, just this is geared more towards Ghostbusters fans, you know. Avengers Endgame was geared mostly towards MCU fans, but people who didn't follow the MCU, religiously, were probably still able to enjoy it. Same with this movie. So yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? And if you haven't, do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Anything about the movie, let me know down below. Anyways, be sure to like, subscribe, or I'll bust you. Bye!